Let's see the last example. First step, we need to convert it to the augmented matrix. First step, let's see what are the coefficients of the x. So the first row, we don't have the x term. That means the coefficient of the x is 0, and then 1, because 1 times x, and -3. Second row, the coefficient of the y, 3, 5, 6. Last row, coefficient of z, -1, -1, 2. Vertical bar, -1, -4, 11. Then how to do the first step? The first step said I need to convert the upper left element is to 1. But 0 is not easy to make it 1. So I can swap the first and the second row. I can interchange them. So R1 interchange with the R2. I'm having 1, 5, -1, -4. 0, 3, -1, -1, -3, 6, 2, 11. What is the next step? I need to convert 0 here and 0 here. We already have the 0 here. So let's make the -3, 0. So I can say +3 plus -3 is 0. I can use 3 times R1 plus R3. I'm making a new R3. Yes. Okay. My daughter is here. So let's make a new R3. We didn't change R1 and R2. You can copy down the R1 and R2. 1, 5, -1, vertical bar, -4, and 0, 3, -1, -1. So the last row, we have 3 times 1 plus -3, that is 0, and 3 times 5, okay, 5 plus 6. So what is that? That's 21. And 3 times -1 plus 2, that's -1. And then 3 times -4 plus 11. So that's -1. Next step. What is the next step? So next step, I need to change the second diagonal one. I can divide it by 3. So 1/3 times R2. I'm creating the new R2. So if you think you already know you are changing the R2, you don't need to have change to R2 symbol. So I didn't change the first row, third row. I can copy down the 1, 5, -1, -4, and 0, 21, -1, -1. So the second row, every element multiplied by 1/3. 0 times 1/3 is 0. 3 times 1/3, 1. -1 times 1/3 is -1/3. And -1 times 1/3 is -1/3. What is the next step? I need to convert 21 to 0. So I can only use the row 2 to help me make the 21 to the 0. So I need to put -21 R2 plus R3. I'm making a new R3. I didn't change the R1 and R2. They are 1, 5, -1, -4, 0, 1, -1/3, -1/3. And the last row, I'm using -21 times R2 times 0 plus 0, that's 0. And -21 times 1 plus 21 is 0. And then -1/3 plus, I'm saying -1/3. I'm having -21 times -1/3 plus -1. I'm having +7 minus 1. It is 6. Next one, we also use negative 21 times negative 1/3 plus negative 1. I'm having positive 6. Now, what is the next step? We need to convert the last diagonal ones. So I can divide it by 6 on the last row. That also means multiply every element by 1/6. That's R3. I'm creating the new R3. First row, second row didn't change. 1, 5, negative 1, negative 4, 0, 1, negative 1/3, negative 1/3. And 0, 0, 6 times 1/6 is 1. So we need to convert it to the, let's make a better looking bar. So we need to convert it to the system of linear equations. So system of linear equations are x plus 5x. 5y, because the second term is the y. Minus z equals negative 4. And y minus 1/3 z equals negative 1/3. And z equals 1. So we have 3 equations. From the last one, we know z equals 1. We can put the 1 into the second one. We're having y minus 1/3 times z is 1 times 1 equals negative 1/3. Both sides add 1/3, y equals 0. We have the y equals 0, z equals 1. We can put these two into the first equation. Because we know the y, we know the z, we can solve for the x. X plus 5 times y, 5 times 0, minus z, that means minus 1, equals negative 4. Then x minus 1 equals negative 4. So what is the x? X equals, we can subtract 1 both sides. We have negative 5. So we got all the value for the x, y, z. They are x equals negative 5, y equals 0, z equals 1. So we have these 3 solutions. We can put them in the coordinate form. It is negative 5, 0, 1. All right, we are done for today. I hope everybody be prepared for the final exam. Have a good semester. Maybe see you next semester. Bye.